Oscar Wilde. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. This quote comes from Oscar Wilde, a renowned Irish playwright known for his sharp wit and flamboyant style. Wilde's works often explore themes of society, identity, and morality. Think of experience as a fancy word for all the times we've messed up and learned something from it. Wilde suggests that making mistakes is just part of learning and growing. Winston Churchill: success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. This motivational saying is attributed to Winston Churchill, the British Prime Minister, during and after World War II. Churchill led Britain through tough times with his inspirational speeches. Churchill tells us that neither success nor failure is the end of the story. The most important thing is to keep going and not give up, no matter what happens. Ralph Waldo Emerson: to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. American philosopher and writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, known for his essays and lectures about nature and self-reliance. Imagine everyone trying to push you to be like everyone else, but you stick to being you. That's a big win, according to Emerson, because being true to yourself is a major achievement. Mark Twain: the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain, an American writer famous for his humorous writing style and novels like Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, ever felt stuck or lazy? Twain suggests that the hardest part of any task is actually beginning it. Once you start, you're on your way to making progress. Confucius: it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius, an ancient Chinese philosopher whose teachings deeply influenced East Asian life and thought. Think of this as encouragement for those days when you feel like you're not making fast progress. Confucius says that slow progress is fine. The key is to keep moving forward. Martin Luther King Jr. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. A powerful quote from one of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speeches, encapsulating his philosophy of hope and faith during the civil rights movement in America. MLK is telling us that sometimes we have to start moving towards our goals even if we're not sure how everything will turn out. It's about trusting that it'll work out. Henry Ford: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Attributed to Henry Ford, the founder of Ford Motor Company, this quote reflects his beliefs in the power of self-belief and attitude. Ford suggests that your success depends largely on your mindset. If you believe you can do something, you're more likely to achieve it. If you doubt yourself, you probably won't. George Bernard Shaw: life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. W. George Bernard Shaw, an Irish playwright known for his wit and promotion of social change. Instead of waiting around to discover who you are, Shaw encourages you to actively shape and define yourself through your choices and actions. Leonardo da Vinci. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do. Although not a direct quote from any specific work, this sentiment reflects Leonardo da Vinci's life as a polymath who not only studied many subjects, but applied his knowledge in inventive ways. Leonardo tells us, it's not enough just to know things or want to do things. The important part is actually doing them. Knowledge and intentions only have real value when put into action. Charles R. Swindoll. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Charles R. Swindoll, a pastor, author, and educator, often emphasizes the importance of attitude in his teachings. This quote reminds us that our reaction to what happens in our life